Welcome to everyone. It is lovely to see you all today. I still see some people slowly making their way in today when we have the world covered in ice. This week and last week, we were full of this beautiful and maybe treacherous sometimes wintry weather. But today we have this beautiful view for our meditation practice. So we will, just similar to last week, we are going to have a mini meditation, which means a longer sitting practice. And I will do a little Dharma sharing, very short Dharma sharing. And also we'll have a little bit of movement to start our practice and prepare our bodies for meditation. So if you would all please rise. Check that. Mike, how's that? I want to pop. Okay. So let us just start by just slowly moving the body. Warming up. And letting the shoulders drop. Adding the knees. It's like a Dharma dance. So an act of letting go. And we'll turn from side to side. Smile, soften. When we smile, it releases dopamine and serotonin in the body. So let's do a little bit more vigorous, if you can. Lean to one side. And let your head just bob. And the other side. Lean forward. Feel that stretch in your back of your neck. And back. Open the mouth. And then if you want, you can bounce on the balls of your feet. And then slowly we're going to come to a stop. And commencing, we're going to bring the arms up. Just let them float. Curl. And bring them down. Bending the knees. Bringing up. Curl. Breathing out. Up. Curl. Out. And one more time. In. Taking your left hand, or actually right hand, you're going to go up, scooping the energy, and then let it go across the body. And the other hand, scooping the energy, looking at the fingertips, the palm, and letting go. So breathing in, and release. Keeping the other hand straight. And release. More time. Scoop. Really feel you're pulling that energy. And release. And again, scoop. And release. Let's do it one more time. In. and release. In. Coming back to center, we're just going to allow your hands to float side to side. And as fast or as slow as you would like. And you can close your eyes. And feel the energy, the air around the fingertips. And raise the hands across the body. And slowly bring yourself back to center. I'm going to breathe in. Stretch and breathe out. Bending the knees, breathing in. And we're going to push, hold the breath. Push, push, push. Like you're pushing a wall. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Stretch your breath. And then breathe out. Bend the knees, breathing in. And stretch, push the wall. And release. One more time, breathing in. Really stretch this time. Breathing in. Breathing out. In and push. And release. So this time we're going to breathe in halfway and we're going to bend at the waist. So bend at the waist and scoop like you're picking up a large rock. Heavy, heavy rock. Then we're going to turn and release. Breathing out. Bending again, breathing in. Scoop. Picking up the rock. And then letting it go. And again, bending. Just keep that position for a moment. And you can feel that energy in your fingertips. Opening the armpit area. And in your next out breath, just let your hands slowly go down to your dungeon breathing center. And then gently let your hands go to the side. And bring your hands up, straight in front of you. And spread the fingertips, release, Other side, breathe in, stretch. Breathe out. And again, one more side, breathe in. Microphone problems? Sorry. And standing meditation. To find your seat. Thank you. Sorry. I think the microphone battery is a little low. So let us find a comfortable position. Breathing in, grab all your tension and breathe it out. Straightening the lower back. Dropping the shoulders. Allow your hands to rest gently on your knees or in front of your Danjin breathing center. As you breathe in, allow your breath to travel to the Danjin breathing center, which is located about 2 inches below the belly button. This is the power center for your breathing, the elixir field. So allow your mind to abide here and watch the rise and the fall of the lower belly. If your mind is distracted by wandering thoughts, simply notice them without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. And remember to bring your mind back to your Danjin breathing center again and again. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be ever calm in our alertness and ever alert in our calmness. You can slowly wiggle your fingers. And open your eyes. Bring your hands to your neck, rubbing one side of the neck. And the other side. Gently look over the left shoulder and the right shoulder. And circling the head in one direction. And in the other direction. Gently roll the shoulders back. And forward. Placing your hands on your knees, we're going to roll out the waist. In the opposite way. Bringing the arms up, let's do a deep stretch. And letting one hand down, reach over to the side. As far as you can, but not so far that you hurt yourself. And breathing in, reach up high again, and to the other side. I'm going to do both sides one more time. In and over. And breathing in and over. Bringing the hands up, we'll stretch, twist at the waist. Looking over the shoulder. And breathing in, reaching up, twist to the other side. Coming back to center, you can release your legs. And rub your knees. Especially under the kneecap. And behind the knee as well. Take a moment to massage the thighs and the calves and the feet. You can put one foot on one leg and really massage your foot, your toes, and your heel. And switch legs. Stretching out the legs again, we're going to point and flex, trying to bring the heels off of the floor. So point and flex and point and flex. And then roll the ankles in one direction. And the opposite way. Now we're going to bring the hands up, breathing in and fold over. As far as you can. And leave softness behind the knees. Breathing in slowly. And fold over. And slowly come up. And you can come back into your sitting meditation posture or make yourself comfortable in any way. I'm going to give a little bit of Dharma sharing today. Excuse me. So, at the end of sitting meditation, we hear this sound, right? So this sound of the gong, it calls to us. And if we follow without hesitation or without judgment, frustration, or joy, or without a discriminating mind, then we never leave our practice. We never leave a state of stillness. So the gong sound offers us an opportunity to be present with what is as it is. So this is to the ever-changing aspect, the impermanent aspect of our lives. So it teaches us this is the path. It's the way, just this, here and now. So we can only touch the nature of reality in this present moment. And we can only fully live if we are present. But often, as we know, in sitting meditation in our daily lives, we are caught by feelings and thoughts that arise from the past, or worries and daydreams about the future. And sometimes we can even become imprisoned by regret or fear. And we're trapped then by our sense of self. And what we do then is we sacrifice being at home with our true nature in this present moment. So I want to tell you a story about someone who taught me something about this. Years ago, I worked in the hospital on the oncology floor, and there was one patient who, although he suffered a great deal, also made it his mission to make everyone around him laugh. So every morning, I would do my rounds and I would walk into his room, and he'd tell me a new joke. And he thought it was the funniest joke he'd ever heard every single morning. So I really want to share with you just the nature of his jokes. So I'm going to share one that was my favorite. So I walked into his room one day and he said, "Hey, darling," every morning, "Hey, darling, what do you call a dinosaur who lost his glasses?" I said, "I don't know, Jim, what?" He'd say, "Do you think he saw us?" This is funny. I think it's so funny. So he was in hysterics about that joke. Same routine every single morning until one day I went into his room and he was sitting on the bed and he was terribly sad. I thought, oh, the doctor must have given him bad news. But he quietly just said to me, "I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known what mattered when I had the chance." He said, "My kids don't talk to me anymore. My wife is gone. I don't have any visitors, and I'm going to die here alone." So I didn't realize that happy man lived with so much sadness and regret. So all the things I witnessed doing that work to me still today, that was the saddest. Jim and the patients like him were the saddest things I've witnessed. So our founding teacher, Master Sotasan, he tells us to start packing our bags after 40. So he's telling us to prepare for our next life. But maybe we should ask, where and when is this next life? Is it in the future? Yes and no. If we see it as it is and become aware of the nature of no birth and death, we treasure this moment. Because he's not telling us to prepare for a future death or a future life. But instead, Master Sotasan is telling us that we need to die before we die. Die to our sense of self now so we can live eternally. The Reverend Yu, he touched this gong Wednesday night during a Dharma talk. And he said, when something's hot, imagine if this was hot, we immediately pull our hand away. That's our immediate response. And then the thought arises, it's hot, don't touch that, right? We have a reaction. But likewise, in the moment when we identify with our sense of self, when we are dragged by attachments, aversions, and delusions, our mind and body respond just as quickly. We may do this. Does anybody ever do this? See this? It causes a lot of wrinkles. But if we can notice that we're doing this, our mind is reacting, and we soften to the moment. We're pulling, it's like pulling our hand away. And the moment for practice, the moment to awaken to our true nature has arrived. It's our opportunity. Because when we simply observe with mindfulness or pause and recognize the impermanence of our attachments and accept what is as it is, our mind will remain in stillness. And we see that this reaction, or ones like it, are just a signal. It's hot. Don't touch that. So we just allow, don't touch that thought. Don't touch that egoic reaction. Just allow the impermanence of it to come and go freely and naturally. So the Buddha said in the fire sermon, he said, the mind is burning. Ideas are burning. Mind consciousness is burning. Mind contact is burning. Also, whatever is felt as pleasant or painful, or neither painful nor pleasant, that arises with mind contact for its indispensable condition, that too is burning. So this is dukkha, dissatisfaction, non-acceptance. So when we cling to our sense of self, our desires, our aversions, when we're caught in the past or projecting into the future, we suffer. We suffer because we have created a false sense of separation. This is the state of I, me, and mine. But when we practice, when we have our practice and we come here, we know that we have a choice, that instead of getting caught in our delusional sense of self, we can come home to the present moment, to reality as it is, to freedom, and truly live. So the past, the karma we have created is over. It's already done. It is the choice we make to come home to this moment now that matters. And I wish I could have told Jim this. I wish I could have told him that all the smiles that he brought us and the joy he spread gave him a new life every minute. And that the seeds of grace that he planted continue right now in this room. And they are a blessing. And they stay with him. The karma that he creates, the choice to give us joy. So, let us, in this moment, go back into our second session of sitting meditation and embrace this moment as it is. Embrace the present moment. So I invite you to close your eyes and listen to the sound of the gong. Being in a state of allowance with no hindrance. There is nothing holding you. All you have to do is let go and be who you truly are. There is nothing to seek, nothing to find, nothing lacking, and nothing separate. You are the air. You are the sun. You are the water, the fire, and the earth. You are the light of the world. You are Buddha. I have a few announcements to share. So we have a couple of retreats coming up. And the first one is Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 26th. So it's called Awakening the Buddha Within, Sudden and Gradual Paths to Liberation. And this is about Chinul. So we'll study Chinul, a revered Korean Zen master. And this is a July 4th weekend. Meditation, the Art of Love. This is July 3rd through July 6th. And you can find all of this information on our website. And then there's one more sharing that is really lovely that I want to share with you. It's from the Won Institute of Graduate Studies in Philadelphia. This is an online course called Won Meditation for Inner Peace program. This is wonderful because it's a first step toward a facilitation training program. So you can come and do what I'm doing right now. So you can find all this information on their website. And this is led by lay minister Brian Freer and also Kyomunim Reverend Hojin. So thank you to our online practitioners. It's an honor to be with you, and it's in spirit, and it's an honor to be with everyone here and practice together. Please stay, and we're going to have small group discussion. If you'd like to stay and join that, and the topic of our discussion is, what are the obstacles that prevent us from being in the present moment? So thank you. Have a lovely, drive safely, please, and have a lovely Sunday and a lovely week.